the Celtics need to see more from Tatum late in games? Because that's what we expect out of our superstars. At the end of the day, when things are on the line, the superstar is going to say, give me the ball.
Well, look, over the course of these playoffs, he's second in the NBA in total points, and his shooting splits are 54% from the field, 48% from three. That's in the fourth quarter. Through the first two rounds, he was great in the last 3 minutes. And during that Heat series, I think he was 1 for 5 in the last 3 minutes. So, again, in the aggregate, he's been pretty darn good in the fourth quarter and in late games in this postseason. There were some struggles in the regular season. So the Celtics struggled as a clutch time team, 13 and 22 in clutch games this year.
How big of a problem is it if he struggles clutch time?
It's a huge problem.
Okay.
It's a huge problem. He is their primary creator at the end of games. Jaylen Brown obviously can handle that as well, but it's got to be one of those two guys late game.
Okay, Vince, go ahead.
And JJ, real fast. And if he's turning the ball over, they're in trouble as well. I mean, because you're now putting the Golden State in situations where they're in transition, getting all the three-point shots or easy layups that they want. You look for Golden State to try to shrink the floor. I mean, you're going to see both teams try to shrink the floor to really narrow the gaps. And for Jayson Tatum, it's attack mode mentality for him, because when he's in attack mode and making the right decision, it doesn't always mean shoot the ball. It just means attack to draw the defense and find your guys and create easier shots for his team. That's when I think he's at his best. And sometimes the numbers won't show that he's being aggressive because of, like you said, shot attempts sometimes. But if he's getting in the paint, getting guys wide open shots who are capable shooters and can make shots, that is a win for Boston as well.
Vince, I think you bring up a great point here, and that's turnovers. I think that's one of the keys to the series for both these teams. You're talking about, again, the two best defenses in the league. Both these defenses can weather off shooting nights. We saw that in the Heat series in Game 4 when Boston didn't shoot well but only turned the ball over 9 times. If these teams turn the ball over, and the Warriors as well can get careless with the ball, and we saw in that Heat series, Jaylen Brown and Tatum have high turnover games, like that's where you lose the basketball game. They just need to get good shots and be patient. They can withstand off shooting nights because that defense is so good, both these teams.
And guys, let me just ask this question. And Vince, I'll ask this of you. I still find it interesting. Can we pop up that graphic again, comparing Smart to Tatum late in games and who's taking the shots? Because this is critical when you think about it. I think that when fans are looking at these matchups, and look at that, Smart taking more than Tatum in the final 3 minutes of the fourth quarter this postseason. I think when fans think about superstars, they think they're demanding the ball at the end of the game. I know the Celtics are a team that's very deep, but still, Smart taking all these shots leads me to believe that at the end, they're deferring to him a little bit. Now, that might be wrong, but give me your sense of what you think about that and whether or not that will fly against the Golden State Warriors in the finals.
Well, Ryan, understand, superstars want the ball in their hands to make the play that is available, or the best play. And then some superstars want the ball in hand, so they're going to shoot it regardless if there's a double or triple team. We know some, and it's very capable. But I want the ball in my superstars' hands to make the right play. And that number, if I'm Golden State, I'm gonna shade a little to Tatum to allow Marcus Smart to shoot shots. It's kind of dictated off of defenses. We know going in who we want to take shots. We know who we want to live with in situations, as far as if we're going to lose this game, it's because we said such and such can have a great night. So I think it's just situations where I don't care what the situation is. Let's get the ball into our stars' hands, and then we'll live with the result from there, thinking and hoping he'll make the right play. Sometimes it's going to take a tough shot. He's going to get a great shot for himself, or he's going to get an open shot for someone else. That is important in my mind, is that your superstar is able to create open shots and open looks for other players.
No, you're exactly right, Vince. Some of these stats are a byproduct of the fact that Tatum is going to oftentimes, especially at the end of games, go against a loaded defense, go against a double team. You saw the one clip there where he kicked Al Horford in the corner. He had 3 guys on him. And sometimes out of that, right, it's a swing. All of a sudden, it's late in the shot clock. You don't have time to get the ball back to your star player, and that's where you see Derek White shooting a floater or Marcus Smart shooting that 3. Like, that's just a byproduct of putting so much defensive attention on star players.
Okay, I think of this because I'm reminded of LeBron early in his career, when all the argument against him was, you're passing it too much. You're the superstar. You should be taking the shot, but you bring up a great point. Sometimes there's not enough time to get the ball back, and you got to do what you can do. It'll be interesting to see how this plays out in Game 1, specifically with Tatum.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.